kind of person this is, you know what I mean? And I think they just come with like, watching things that people like, or maybe seeing who they follow. Like a lot of that shows the reflection of who is saying what sometimes. But when I go into the podcast, like explain to me how you start the podcast first, and then we go into some things that I heard you talk about.
With the podcast, I'm big on mental health. And so one of my great longtime friends, she's in the social worker, psychology area. And so we were both on that, let's give a platform for people to learn a certain lifestyle. Basically, the lifestyle is mental health, peace, meditation, learning how to be a parent, or if things that you can learn, supporting Black businesses. It's just a more predominantly thing where we just want people to, like I talked about, self-evaluation and self-love, because I'm really big on that. That's where we came about, and I was like, I always have a lot to say, but I never know, what media to use to say it. Like I have Twitter to say, whatever I want to say, but as far as like driven and a focal point for mental illness and all that good stuff, I was like, let's do a podcast, because people listen to the stuff all the time. It's a big thing. And it's like a free platform where you can say how you feel. No one really cares. They just listen to it, get something from it. If they don't like it, they don't like it. You know what I mean? So that's how we got that podcast going. And I think it's going on 2 years now. So we had about 2 years.
Yeah, I think it's dope because it's just free and open dialogue. And I think what people need in general is a sense of freedom. And I think the people that are most free and the most liberated are the ones who speak their mind the most, regardless of repercussion of what people will say or think about them. And the people that are drawn to that are the ones that live vicariously through them. So I like what y'all doing over there.
I think a lot of people say that about me.
Yeah,
they say you say whatever you want to say, and I never could do that. And I'm like, you just gotta do it. Like, I mean, you can't never let anyone shut you up. And I think a lot of people let people shut them up, and you'll never fulfill whatever you need to fulfill because you holding everything in. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
That's dope. So I think in an episode, I can't remember which one it was, but I heard you talking about being a mom. And being a mom of a boy specifically. Like, what is that challenge like? Explain to me that. Like, how were you before, and then how were you after having a son, and then being in this present day and realizing like what the world is and what it looks like for him going forward?
Well, when I thought about having a boy, I was like terrified. Only because I know boys move slow at everything. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna have this little boy and he's gonna be a mama's boy. And it's gonna take me forever for him to learn everything. Cause it's just a myth of boys just move slow. And I never really thought about the climate that we're in now until, now. It changed me a lot. I learned patience because I'm like once I think of it, I'm ready for it. I want everything to take off fast. And I had to learn patience with a child. Like, I have an attitude problem a little bit. So I'm like, okay, I gotta change my attitude. I can't be so demanding a little bit. I have to be more soft. Cause Rick tell me I'm a little aggressive. So, so I just, I changed a little bit. I'm learning patience still. It's still a challenge for me personally. But in the climate now, I do fear it because I'm like, what all do I need to teach my child about, the disadvantages that may come across? What can his dad teach him from his experience? And it's like you can tell kids so much, but kids is gonna do whatever they're gonna do. I mean, we're all kids, and like our parents used to tell us stuff all the time, and we like, okay, next, one ear out the other one, for real. So it's like I'm really gonna have to explain things, but I am going to always listen to my child, and make it to where he's comfortable to tell me anything. Because I want to be the cool parent. I don't want to be, the parent no one wants to come to and talk to. So, in this climate, I am trying to figure out a way to tell him, things and teach him things. But I kind of want to educate him first. I want to teach him manners and educate him on his history, where he come from and what's his family background, because that's what helped me. I know where I'm from. I know my ancestors. I know a lot of things about, anybody before me. So I think that changed people within. But in this climate, I'm not terrified because I'm kind of fearless a little bit. It's just I want perfect, but I know I won't get perfect with my child. So, I think I'm just gonna teach him steps by steps or whatever, how that goes.
Like anxiety?
It gives me anxiety, but I went to counseling and she told me that always just pray over your child and always think the best, because your thoughts become reality. So if I'm always paranoid, it becomes a thing. When I read the law of attraction, it told me, whatever you think, when you start to have a feeling for it, you're manifesting it in the world and it's coming about. And that's a real true thing, because I tested it out. Yeah, I was like thinking of something, I felt it, and once you expect it, it happened. And it happened for real, and I'm like, this is a real thing, like it's really true. And so that's pretty much it. With a boy, he changed me a lot. I think I was just determined to know who I was for the most part. I think that's the biggest thing in your life, is to find out who you are and your purpose. So I'm there. So now I'm like, okay, what's next? What's next for me? So